Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoded, the place where we uncover the hidden stories behind company filings. And let's just say this one involves a big change of ownership and a shift in how things will be done. Before we dive in, if you want to stay ahead of the curve and understand what truly drives corporate America, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Also, we have a great Discord community where you can connect with fellow finance enthusiasts and dive deeper into these topics. Link is in the description. So today we are looking at Dayforce Incorporated. Its latest filing tells us about a pretty massive event, a change in who owns the company and how that impacts everything from its stock to its debt. Basically, Dayforce has been bought out by a company called Dayforce Bidco LLC, which is backed by a group of investment funds linked to Thoma Bravo. This is a huge deal because it means Dayforce is no longer a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange. The main event here is the completion of a merger. It is like when one company buys another and the selling company effectively disappears as a separate public entity. In this case, Dayforce Inc. has been acquired by Dayforce Bidco LLC. This happened on February 4th, 2026. The agreement for this merger was actually signed back in August of 2025. This deal means Dayforce Inc. is now a wholly owned subsidiary of Dayforce Bidco LLC. Essentially, the new owners are in complete control. The folks who used to run Dayforce, the directors, and certain officers have stepped down with new directors appointed like Nicholas Day Cucci, Jeffrey S. Jacobs, and William E. William McDonald is now serving as Executive Vice President, Chief Legal and Compliance Officer, and Corporate Secretary. What does this mean for the people who own Dayforce stock? Well, as of the merger's completion, each share of Dayforce common stock was converted into the right to receive $70 in cash. So if you own Dayforce stock, you got cash for it. This is a pretty standard way for acquisitions to happen. It also meant that employee stock options and restricted stock units were either cashed out or converted into cash awards. For some unvested options and performance, based awards, existing conditions were met and they were cashed out too. Unvested stock options with an exercise price higher than the merger price were simply cancelled. Because Dayforce is no longer a public company, its stock will no longer be traded on the New York Stock Exchange. They've officially requested that their shares be delisted. This also means they're working on suspending their reporting obligations, which simplifies things for the new owners, but means less public information will be available going forward. The same goes for the Toronto Stock Exchange, where their shares were also listed. Now let's talk about debt. Dayforce had some convertible senior notes due in 2026. Because of the merger, these notes are no longer convertible into shares of Dayforce common stock. Instead, they convert into cash based on the merger consideration. This means the note holders will also receive a cash payout based on the $70 per S-Hair deal. They also engaged in what are called capped call transactions. These are essentially like insurance on the convertible notes, essentially to limit the potential dilution if those notes were converted. On February 4th, these unwind agreements were put in place, effectively terminating those contracts, and the company received a nominal payment in exchange. In addition to the convertible notes, Dayforce also had a credit agreement in place. Concurrently with the merger closing, all commitments under this credit agreement were terminated and all outstanding loans and other amounts due were repaid. This means the company is starting fresh with its financing under the new ownership. The transaction was announced with a joint press release from Dayforce and Thoma Bravo. This is standard practice to inform the public and stakeholders about the completion of such a significant corporate event. While this filing doesn't contain detailed financial tables like a quarterly report, there are some crucial pieces of information here. The most important thing is the change of control. Dayforce is now privately held by Thoma Bravo-backed entities. This is a massive strategic shift. For existing shareholders, the exit was at $70 per S-Hair, a clear cash-out event. For note holders and those with options, they also see a clear financial outcome. The big question now is what this means for the future direction of Dayforce. Private equity ownership often comes with a focus on efficiency, cost cutting, and strategic realignments to boost profitability before a potential future sale or IPO. Thoma Bravo is known for this. We will likely see changes in operations and strategy as they aim to maximize the value of their investment. The risks for stakeholders going forward will involve a lack of public financial transparency compared to before, and the potential for aggressive restructuring under private equity control. However, the opportunity is that Thoma Bravo's expertise could lead to significant growth and innovation for Dayforce. Overall, this filing marks the end of an era for Dayforce as a public company and the beginning of a new chapter under private ownership. It is a significant event that will shape its future trajectory. Alright, that is our breakdown of Dayforce's latest filing. What do you think about this acquisition and what it means for the company's future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the corporate world. And as always, check out our Discord in the description to join the conversation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.